Well, it's a new day of Farming Simulator 25, and we have more new mods for you guys today. 18 mods released. All platforms got 7 new and 7 updates, and PC and Mac players got 4 new. New for all platforms got Sosnovka, the CanAm Maverick X3, Massey Ferguson 9S Patriotic, Record EMR 1600 Evo++, Chicken Coop XXL, Old Grain Silo Multifruit, and Metal Shed. And PC and Mac players got the Bizon Gigant and 3 separate Gascon Zeppelin Subsoilers, which could have been a pack. If you like staying updated with all the latest mods of Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribed. Let's check them all out. Let's start off today with a new map for you guys for all platforms. This is Sosnovka from Puma 145. It's a European map, and I think this is a 5th Farm Sim game that it's been in. In Farm Sim 15, it was DLC. 17 was base game. 19, 22, and now 25. Puma has brought it over as a mod map. The size is 357 megabytes. There are 4 required mods, all of which are from Puma, and the required mod size is 280, so it is over 600 megabytes by the time you've downloaded everything. I'll be honest, this is not a map I ever played on. I was never interested in it. I could have cared less. However, I do remember a lot of Mr. Silly P mod videos that showed off mods in this parking lot, because this is where the stuff shows up whenever you buy it, which I always found super duper cool. Main farm's going to be right here. We may as well show the PDA while we are at it. Unfortunately, no new crops have been added. Lots of opportunities and lots of more opportunities to do, but was not done. In here, we've got the main farm. Boom, you got 37, 19, 14, and 38. As far as these go, well, you've got 2 fields, and then you've got the cow area, and then the main farm area. Of course, here's your cows on the left-hand side. Here is your farm, and then here is a field, and here's another field. This one looks like it's already been harvested and ready to cultivate. Kind of set up like a new mod, new map, but yeah, there you go. Here's your crop calendar if you are curious of what you can do and when. Starting off, of course, we know we have the Sosnovka cow pasture. Contracts, not too bad, plenty of them. However, they don't pay a lot. Of course, this is a pretty small map anyway. We do have a lot of productions available, but nothing owned. And if we pop over here to our vehicles and equipment that we've got, it's not a lot, to be fair, but I think it's enough to at least get started and gives you plenty of room to grow. As per usual, here's your required mods. Next one is the CanAm Maverick X3 from Server Tex. We actually talked about this one in Farm Sim News today. Oh, no, wait. No, we didn't. I had to cut that part because this came out before the video came out. So we're going to talk about it today. First things first, you're not going to see horsepower options in the mod itself. These are all listed down here, and I would love to tell you what they are, but I have no idea because they haven't told us what they are. But I can tell you that it comes as an X3 option, or an RS, or an RC. That's all I know. And these are available in manual and variable transmission. And that's all I know, somewhere between 250 and 400 horsepower. Well, brands, we have BKT, Midas, Continental, Nokian, Lizard, Michelin. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff in here, I will admit, and we do have some big old like modern style setups. These are pretty cool too. Engine sounds, we have a couple different ones. They say that these have been taken from the real machine. I know in Farm Sim 22, I think this kind of sounded comical. Well, hopefully it doesn't sound like that anymore. DRLs are in daytime running lights. It says it's got angel eyes and angel eyes with eyelashes. I don't believe any of that's true. I can't find anything. I talked to Looney Farm guy. He doesn't see anything either, so let's just ignore that. And then we have sides, so we could change up between a metal side and a plastic side, and we can also do a couple other things too. Like this one says it's got the colored side with headlight cover, although I don't see anything with headlights. Maybe taillights? Yeah, maybe tail lights. Those seem about right. Rear accessories, you got a spare tire on there. We also have a low downforce wing and a high downforce wing. Bumpers, we have a front bumper, which really it's not much of a bumper. It's kind of just metal parts. LED bars, you got a lady window in the front. We got one up there and a big one on the top. We can run all 3 if you'd like, but that's probably going to be a little bit much. Doors, yes or no. That's pretty cool to see. Kind of like it without it. Let's go without it. Roof model, we have the original roof or a flat roof, and then you can just remove it altogether. So it just completely removes that first option. It would have been nice to flip-flop these in the final. Then we have the front lower bumper, which can be removed. That's pretty cool. And the rear lower bumper, which can also be removed, but that's an important part right there. Front hood, there you go. You can remove that if you'd like to. And then we have attachers back around towards the back again. Would be nice. We did all the stuff in the front, then all the stuff in the back. And I'm complaining about this. We'll test it out and see if it can make me happy again in the game. We also have antennas. So you've got rear and front antennas. Glass. You can actually add glass on here, which is nice. I think I'm going to do that. Roof rack. Got one up at the top. That's pretty cool. And then we've got color options for main, metal, grills, decals, plastic, chrome parts, rear light, and rim colors. So here it is with all the things. We do have something very neat, like super duper neat. And it's up here at the top. Turn off four-wheel drive. What it does is it either makes it rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, which is very, very cool. So this... This setup's ridiculous. So right now it is all-wheel drive, as you can see, kind of digging into the ground there. We're going to turn it off, and now you can see only the rear wheels are going. It does say that if you turn off four-wheel drive, you will notice a difference in the way it handles. Obviously you would. Let's talk about a few other things. So we can open up the door, of course. That's always nice. Both of the other doors could be open too. And we got straps on the roof. Looks like that's about everything. Let's see. Let's turn on some lights, and boy, do we have the lights. Now, you may notice we are not on four fields today. We are on the test map because I had to see what this thing is like on the suspension test. That performed really well. Really, really well. This part, that's not going to matter too much. This is the part that's really going to matter. Yeah, usually the faster you go, the better it is. And that is very true. Oh man, look at that. Yeah. This thing knows what's up. All right, let's go over to bumps. And let's see how well we do with this. Oh, come on. It's like it doesn't even matter. Oh, that is great, dude. Yeah, this is handling awesome. Absolutely awesome. They have said that this is going to take a little bit of time to get used to, apparently. I don't know. Going fast over this is not an option. Got it. Let's slow that down just a hair. I mean, this may have one of the best suspensions out of any vehicle we have ever seen in Farming Simulator. That is just something else. I am blown away. Yay! Oh boy. And we knew that was gonna happen. So is it cool? Yes. Will you use it? I don't know. Will you? You have to let me know. I'm not sure if I will or not, but I can tell you, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm also noticing something interesting with the way that it handles. So if I'm in just rear wheel drive mode, it does take off and it does fine. However, once you get up to about 30 miles an hour, it really, really lags. Now we'll continue, we'll go. As you can see, we're still going up. But it's taken us a little while to get up there. I'm gonna turn on all-wheel drive. And just the way that it goes, we seem to be doing a little bit better. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I will also say if you change between all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, sorry dude. If you change between rear-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, just like constantly like on, off, you do speed up every time you change back into four-wheel drive. It's like hitting a little boost button. Just something to look into. Next one on our list is the Massey Ferguson 9S Patriotic. This has between 285 and 425 horsepower. We got wheel brands from Trelleborg, got Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Ferguson, and Nokian. So we have all of those designs, EU and US. We also have the flag on the hood. You've got France, Germany, Italy, Belgium? Yeah, Belgium, and then no. So interestingly, no US, even though it's not really an American tractor, but we do have these over here now. We also have LED flash, either on the grill, the mirror, or both. We have a phone. I didn't know you could put phones in these. Massey, can I have a phone in my I don't have a Massey, never mind. 50, we do have the 50, but that's on the back. Look at that. And then we have camera-only controlled terminals. That's pretty cool. So you can actually have a camera on there. Nice. And that's going to require the MB Trucks pack, by the way. And then you got a rim color. Next on our list, we have a manure spreader, which also does lime. Always cool to have these. The Record EMR 1600 Evo Plus. 17,700 liters, 9.7 tons. We got 160 horsepower required, 24 meter working with, 12 miles an hour. Configurations, we could change it up to a fence setup. Kind of have the old and the new style there. Also have a kind of a faded set. We have the John Deere colors here, New Holland, and back to standard again. Wheel brands, we've got a Midas set and Vredestein, as well as BKT, Trelleborg, and Michelin. All kinds of stuff in here. Very cool. Camera setup, you've got that. So if you want to use the Massey Ferguson, add the camera here. Boom. Everything works together. Type of material, you could either do standard or lime. Standard is your manure spreader. Lime is your, well, that's lime. Now we got a couple placeables for you guys. We have the Chicken Coop XXL, which holds 1,000 chickens. There's also no animation sounds, which makes this feel very, very creepy inside. So you got your chickens here. Of course, as we mentioned, 1,000 of them. We've got our straw over here. Interesting. And then we've got the food, which goes over here. 24,000 liters of food, 45,000 liters of straw. Now, yes, the straw is used for manure, and we also have a manure heap specific for this one, though you can use whatever you would like. This looks like it's a decorated, modified version from the base game. Chickens go there, eggs go over here, and you're good to go. A massive place. Next on our list, the old grain silo Multifruit. One of them is unrealistic. The other one is, not unrealistic. I don't even know if it's realistic or not. So this guy right here holds 300,000 liters, and this one holds 10 million liters. I love both of those things. Crops go in there, and you get them out here. Now, as I've seen with Multifruit, at least mentioned in the mod name, sometimes that means different things to different people. So I did want to go through here and just kind of sneaky peek and see exactly. And yes, confirmed Multifruit. Nice. Man, 10 million liters is a lot. And lastly, we have the metal shed. It's a covered area, and it is metal. And it's got grading on the front. Now let's talk updates for all platforms. We have the Case IH Magnum 8900 series. This will be version 1001, the fixed cable on the GPS. And the Volvo FH16 Multicustom truck version 1001. They've added new aerodynamic parts. We also have added side marker lights for drop side platform and flatbed, added semi-truck configuration, and added ground clearance adjustment, which is used to back under the semi-trailer. We also have some bug fixes, ramp issue fixed, part color selection has been configured based on the chosen configuration. We also have standard front grille paint, which has been fixed, collisions fixed, and log grapple fixed. Next on our list, the Kramer KL30.8T resting arm position after reloading game progress fixed. And two-wheel trailer. This one's a little bit confusing because it's showing as version 101, which is fantastic. However, version 1.1 should be the most recent version. I'm not quite sure. Let's read both of them together. So 101 is trailer sport configuration has been added. You can now choose between brick and wooden stump and improve the mud on the tires. Now, it's also showing as a version 1.1, which I do believe is the most recent one. We have sound and metal parts clanging against each other while driving over uneven terrain has been added. A configuration for selecting the trailer floor for the boards or sheet metal, which has been added. I'm pretty sure that's the latest version. However, the version number is showing as still 101. I have no idea what it is. This one's pretty simple though, the New Holland 850 kg weight. They fixed various bugs and we have new details. Next to last, Hoermann building pack number 1 fixed remaining collision issues, and Lizard medium silos pack. The silo now accepts new crops added by maps. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we have the Bizon Gigant combine harvester right here, and we've got a couple different header options to choose from, including a swather pickup, which is very, very cool. Don't see a lot of swathing mods. Let's start off with the Combine Harvester. We have a couple different models here. We have the Z61. We also have the 83, so you can choose between those. Kind of a newer and older model there. Wheel brands, we have Lizard, FMZ, so you are able to choose between those. Well, I don't know. I haven't figured out why this is PC only yet. This is a brand that we've had in the game before. Just, I guess, not now. It was in the game in Farm Sim 17, 19, and maybe 22. I can't remember. Anyway, let's move on. Chopper. You can do the chopper in there. Side covers. Yep, we got those. Yes or no. And we have pipe covers as well right down there at the end. Then we have machine numbers. We have 1 through 9. Nice. Decorations. We have spare belts on there. We have a tools crate. Yep, right there in the inside. And both of those. And then we could change up all the colors. Now we move over to headers. We got the grain header right here. You can do a couple different crop dividers, including the canola adapter. And then we have design, which is going to be a belt cover on the sides and covers. Then we've got it in a 6-meter version. Same thing going on there. This swather pickup, love seeing this kind of stuff right here. Design, same thing on the side with colors. And then we have a cutter trailer for the 6-meter and the 5-meter. And lastly, a corn header, which is 4.9 meters. And your last 3 new mods for PC Mac players, I'm going to make them a pack because the modder didn't. Giants didn't make them do it. But they're all the same. They're a pack. Come on. This is the Gascon Zeppelin, and we've got this available in a 3, 5, and 7 arm design down here. That's what I was saying. They're all the same mods, just different working widths. However, I will say the 3-meter version does have an arm position, whether you want them on the exterior or interior. So there's that. All of these have the roller option, and all of these have a design option. Come on, just put them in a pack. These didn't need to be 3 separate mods. That's ridiculous. And that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you learned all about the mods that came out. Hope it gave you some good insights and maybe formulated some opinions. If any of that happened, hey, let me know down in the comment section below. If you haven't checked out Farm Sim News, that is already out as well, so get you caught up. I was going to do a whole thing about the Maverick in today's Farm Sim News, as well as talking about new mods, but those changed a little bit as I was making the video, so I had to cut those spots. But they're here now. The whole video for you guys. Hey, hope you have a great day. Have an awesome weekend. We'll see you next week.